Alright, for my fourth project I have a hardware component and a software component. This part is the hardware. It's made with an Arduino Uno and a bunch of sensors, as well as a relay and a valve to be able to water. Normally it's set up to water at certain periods under certain conditions. However, at the moment I've changed it so that it can only it waters whenever the soil is dry, and it stops when the soil is wet. It's pretty straightforward. This is an Ethernet board. It will send information and hold it on a server. You can see on this computer it relays the information to Excel. Excel data crunches the information, holds on to it for future use. And for now I'll demonstrate what happens when you pour water on it. So right now the relay is on, which means the soil is dry. So here we go. I'm actually going to avoid pouring water on the Uno. So you see and hear the relay, because it's an old school mechanical relay, click off, which means that it has stopped watering. Now again, under normal conditions it wouldn't be watering. It would only water at certain times under certain conditions. So we can now take a look at the Excel portion that receives the data from the Ethernet port and into the information on the side. Okay, so this is the software component of project number 4. You can see the Arduino set up, and right now it's reading as though the moisture content in the soil, or that the soil is completely saturated with water because the readers are together. You will see that this light will come on once I remove those prongs, because we're still set at the same setting as before, just so that there's a lot of readings going on. So the Arduino's transmitting information every second. The Excel spreadsheet is going to read it every 10 seconds. Normally it would be about every 3 hours, just so they can get a general sense of what happened or the temperature throughout the day. So I'm going to start the update now. Normally it'd kick back, but because it's doing it frequently it's going to stay here. So you can see that right now the moisture temperature, or the moisture quantity, is very high. That's almost the maximum. 1023 or 1024 is the maximum. The light is very high. You can see if I cover the light, I'm going to change that. It's going to take 10 seconds to update, but it should reduce the light significantly. 647 there. So I'm going to let it back on. Temperature in the room is pretty hot. We're at 24.7 degrees Celsius. And then the 0 indicates that it is not watering right now. It's a 1 when it is watering. And then of course the date. So we're going to start with removing the prongs from each other. And immediately you hear that click. That's the sound of the watering system turning on. You should see up on the next update, there it is. So the 1 indicates that it's watering now. The moisture in the soil is very low, and the light has gone down slightly, probably because I shadowed it. And now, if you wait a couple more, oh, I seem to be okay. And so I'm going to connect these back together. And you see right away the moisture's back up and it stops watering. So I'm going to turn this off. And you can see now it's tracked all the data, and we have quite significant jumps in the watering, so the moisture in the soil. This blue line is the moisture in the soil. You can see those are the testing phases. You can see them going up and down. This right here is the temperature, which is sporadic as well. And this here is the light. And then these little nicks at the bottom here indicate when it's watered. So right here we have the harvest, so you can store your information on any harvest you have. We're going to add 10 kilograms of broccoli today. So you see it pops up. We've added broccoli to here, or I don't know, cauliflower. Let's go 20 kilos of cauliflower. And if you change the dates, or if you add things, they appear. So let's go with potatoes, or let's make something up. I have strawberries on the list? Yes, so I will do blackberries. 20 kilos of blackberries. So you see I blackberries to the list. So we'll move on now to project number 5.